Black is back. Hello from the hole. Drinking my coffee. Be right with you guys. Did you think that Black Hole had died? Did you think that Black Hole had just been sucked away to the rabbit hole forever and gone back to Wonderland? No, I'm just getting my head together. I'm not going to talk about a damn thing in this video, by the way. I mean, if you're expecting me to say something really wise, then nah. give me a moment, guys. Oh look, the mail just come. Yeah, I'll fucking go ahead and get it here. What the heck? How you guys doing today? A little rainy today. Got the mail. It's another day in the rabbit hole matrix. Still living with parents, still scrounging for scraps. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't think there's anything for me. I'll be right with you guys. There we go. Let me get my head together, guys. Like I say, I'm not really going to talk about anything in this video. Sometimes they come at all hours. Ooh, I thought that was him again. Oh, it's somebody else. Give me a second, guys. Yeah, whatever, guys. It's just another day in this crazy place. I was just thinking a little bit about how you're just really not in control of your life and you're just having to go with what everybody else wants you to do. You know what I mean, guys? It's just everybody has free will, but nobody realizes it, and they're just going with the flow and what everybody else tells them, right? And you do something wrong and people just hold it against you for the rest of your life. And then you get upset about it and everybody wonders why. That's basically the gist of it. Everybody's making mistakes. Everybody's going to screw up. Get over it, you know. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. None of this stuff matters, guys, because we only think it matters. And we're all going to fucking screw up. So easy to love each other, but people are just making things more difficult than they have to be. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's a rambling, nothing, rant video, whatever you want to call it. Let's just, how about this? How about we just spend time with each other and not really talk about anything? Just one video, one piece of content, and it's just Black Hole, the internet, and my internet buddies, you know? Where we just hang out for a little while. I don't really talk about anything. I don't try to say the right thing. I don't try to, you know, just me hanging with you guys, you know? Why don't we just do that for this stuff here? Now, of course, I got all the space cleared off on my phone here, so I can make long videos whenever I want. I just don't. You know, I just talked about so much already. Yeah, we're all still living, guys. We're all still surviving. We're all still breathing. We're all still waiting for something to happen. And if those of us that things have happened, I mean, if they're even decent enough for you. Because it's always about the spur of the moment, what you're going through in your mind or consciousness or beyond the mind, or your feelings are a direct indicator as to how in sync you are with that mind, like I've always told you guys. You feel like crap, it's like, oh, I'm not in sync. Sometimes you can feel good even when you're saying crappy stuff, because you know you're right in what you're saying. But when you get all those crappy feelings and you're talking mad, that's when you know it's like, uh-oh, I ain't right with this source or God or I am consciousness. That's why I go to that church. I don't even call it church. I call it a spirit house. It's right across the way. It's Great Faith Church. You can look into it on YouTube. They're expanding this coming next weekend with Rodney Brown. It's like, oh no, Black Hole's talking about church and crap. Well, that's not why I go to church. I don't go to church because I believe in the Bible and everything, but I believe in everything beyond that. I believe in I don't know. I mean, I know that everything's just consciousness in the here and now and guided by intent, and that's just, a lot of that is man-made anyway to try to control people. But it's still just, at the same time, it's just, what if God was one of us? What if we're all God? What if we are Him, it is us? We evolve, it evolves. What if we're all just here to, help each other, and we're not doing that? I mean, we have the choice whether we want to help each other or not, and people keep going astray from that. I mean, it makes you think. It's like, we're bringing everything on ourselves, just, that's what I'm talking about. There's millions of people, and they keep bringing people in the world for a slave over a piece of paper, right? We could easily overthrow the masses, and it's like, but there's not enough people wanting to do that. And at the same time, there's a lot of people who are going to be listening to this. They're going to be like, no black hole. I mean, Jeff, that's my real name. I'm not showing my face. No black hole. It's just, he's weird. He likes to go, I go over there to give myself comfort for atmosphere, But I still know that everything is still free will consciousness, and cause and effect is a effect that comes from free will. We couldn't have cause and effect without free will. Free will, is a cause and effect of itself, That's how you got to look at it. But people are always focused on this dense reality, which is basically just the outer manifestation of a long chain of events. And they think that that's real reality. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's a shade of reality. It's a demonstration of what reality could be. It's, you can be, real heaven would be a place where it's just the ideal reality and everybody thinks alike, and hell would be a place where you just under the delusion or illusion that other people guide your life and that you have no control, And it's just like you're one amongst many. That hell, you're forced to do stuff outside of your power or control. That's where we are. It's made to seem that way, so we can hopefully learn something from it. And I don't think really much anybody, the way the world is now, or usually has been throughout history, people are learning much of anything other than just, life sucks. Fuck it. I mean, why do I gotta live with my parents? Why does everything gotta be so expensive? Yeah, I'll tell you why, guys. Because of these these dumbasses that make it that way. Yeah. Am I going too far to YouTube? Am I going to lose my channel? Am I going to get a strike because Black Gold said something like that? Oh no, we're going to take Black Gold's channel down just like T-Sentinel. My God, T-Sentinel, I hope he gets his channel back, damn it. At the time I'm making this, he still hadn't gotten it back. Now, if you guys are listening to it, this video sometime in the future, and he's gotten it back, then yay. But if not, then God, I'm sorry, man, because that's just so stupid. Hopefully by the time even T-Sizzle, if ever he listens to this, he'll be like, yeah, I got my channel back, Black Hole. And I'll be like, yeah, baby. Otherwise, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. Anyway, enough of that. I don't know, guys. I mean, I could go live again, but I don't know if I will or not. I mean, all these agencies and crap, I don't want to mess with them. I want to have somebody actually give me something that's really good. I want to have to walk out of. I know you guys can relate to that. I know you guys are still living with your parents. I know that you're struggling to find something to feel good about. You're just sitting there bored to death and with your stupid thoughts in your head. I know what you're going through, guys. I'm going through the same thing. I've been going through it all my life. I know how you feel. I know how much it sucks. I know how you don't give a fuck about any of this stuff that man has created for itself. I know what's going on, guys. Here, I'm going to drink some more of my coffee. I'll be right back. I'm gonna try to make a big long one for you guys today. swimming, can't. You know, close the pools. It's, you know, summer not over yet. So. Okay, yes, you guys are wondering what that was when I. Oh, that's just some plant thing that my father uses. He used to go walk in the park and all that sort of thing when I did this stuff. The camera runs, you have things to say. So what are we at? 12 minutes. What else do we want to talk about? This is a nothing video, guys. I mean, just me spending time with you guys. You know, that's all it is. We'll go for a walk, but I don't want to go for a walk. I'm gonna go out and meditate here in a sec. Just sit and meditate. You know. I don't know, guys. I'm just tired of life. I'm tired of waking up, and you know, it's like there's that moment where you don't really know and it's like, what's going on. It's like, oh, you don't know who you are, where you are, and it's, oh yeah, just start. Oh yeah, I got to do all this stuff. Yeah. You start thinking about what happened yesterday. It's like that just goes to show you that it's all just, you know, that stuff matters. We wake up and it's like there's this moment where we just, you know, whatever was going on in our sleep. And it's like, you know what? You know, there's that moment that you're like, you know, this really doesn't matter. But then you got to deal with it anyway, right? You know that all this doesn't really matter. You have that little sense, and before all those thoughts and emotions start coming into you again. And it's like, you know, yeah, it really doesn't matter. But we got to think that it matters, and we got to motivate ourselves to get out of bed, and just go through the same routine like always. And then it's like, oh, we start to feel like someone or something is watching us, and yeah, is it God, is it demons, or whatever? We've been conditioned that way. People have been conditioned that way. And I just want everybody to just be happy. I want to be happy. I want to help people when needed, but it's hard to do that when everything's based off a piece of paper. And you're always trying to find your motivation to keep going, to try to find things to feel good about, and blah, blah, blah. Why do we got to be always struggling to find meaning? Why can't meaning just happen on its own? I don't know, because you make it that way. It's always a struggle to make the other person feel good, to make the other person feel like they're wanted or needed. I don't know about that, guys. I think that that's just man-made BS. I think that people can just so easily help each other and be there for each other. But these corrupt people are just making it seem like, no, you got to work in order for that to be able to thrive. And people just go with that. People are just naive. Most people, not everybody, but most people are just go with it, go with the flow, fall in line. And they don't question anything because they got all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. We got all these games and movies and music to listen to, man. You don't have time. They don't want you to question anything. They want you to go off and get all motivated to come back and be a slave again. The moment you start to be like us here on YouTube, and it's like, you know, I don't hardly ever do anything but watch YouTube videos or go on walks or go to that place over there and have them preach to me about how we should be spiritually in tune with our consciousness and blah, blah, blah. And I encourage you to read all this stuff because it's just all this stuff about consciousness and even the Bible. Hell yeah, I'm even going to recommend the Bible to you guys. You know why? Because not only because my father went to the store and got me some booze again last night. Ooh, that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that for another few days. I always drink responsibly. But because it has a lot to do with consciousness trying to find itself. And it's all drastic in that. It's like, oh God, we don't want to listen to Black Hole. He's talking about Bible. Nah, I'm looking at it from my perspective, guys. I'm not looking at it from the way most people look at it, all these religions. I'm looking at it for what it really is. And what it is just people fucking with each other because they can't accept what they are as consciousness. But they're using their free will in a bad way. That's how you got to look at it. All this stuff that's happening in the Bible, it's more like, it's just consciousness becoming human and fucking with itself, trying to remember what it truly is. That's what it is, guys. Because the Garden of Eden crap, and it's just always like, okay, I'm just trying to find my way back to what I was before because I had to be too. I had to open my eyes too much and realize that life sucks. Because just like us here on YouTube, we realize that life sucks. We open our eyes too much and we're like, okay, life sucks. Okay, we want to find our way back. That's why you listen to this content. And so how do we do that? By saying, fuck it, you're forgiven. It's over. And how do we do that? I don't know. Just have this guy go up on a cross and present that to us. They're supposed to be God. What if we're all God? What if every one of us? I might even post that today about the Abraham Hicks video about, what if Jesus is just a regular guy and he just tapping into his consciousness and providing an example for all of us. Because we're all consciousness. We're all God consciousness. We just don't realize it because we've forgotten it. Because we've fallen from that. It's just, that's how you got to look. Everything is consciousness, guys. What you got to understand is that everything is free will consciousness. And people are just fucking with that. People are pissing with each other about that. Because they're always focused on all this dense reality crap and that don't matter. Having to go to work and having to respect your family. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. I don't care if my family loves me or not. I mean, you're forced to care, though. It's like, oh, it doesn't feel good, right? If your family doesn't love you. You want it to feel good. You want to be in link with all that. You see, it's always about consciousness. And it's just trying to fuck with itself and trying to remember what it truly is. That's why I go to that place. Because it gives me peace. It gives me harmony. That's what all that matters to me. Whatever gives me peace, whatever makes me feel one with myself, I am that I am. What the heck? It can only help you. Because I'd rather do that than go to some nightclub where everybody's just fucking with each other. I mean, that only depends how drunk I am, man. It only depends what mood I'm in. But I'm not going to do it to feel like crap. I'm going to do it to feel good, right? But then you got the hangover. Now, what is a hangover? It's just a bodily reaction. I mean, spirits don't need to drink. Spirits don't need to do those sort of things. And always try not to drive afterwards, of course. Spiritually, you don't got to do that stuff. I mean, all that stuff is there, right? It's just, I don't know. All I know is that we're here, and a lot of people think that you die, and that's it. And I can get that. I understand that. But my channel is all about anything about life in general, and trying to go through to something and see what you can out on the other side, basically. That's basically what it is. I try to be I am one of the smaller, genuine channels. I don't know if I'm ever going to have 1,000 million subscribers, monetization or anything. I don't know about that. I don't know if I'm ever going to get on StreamYard, but I do know that I'm happy with what I got here on YouTube now, and I hope nothing happens to it. Let's put it that way. Drink some more coffee. I'm going to be quiet for a second, guys. It's just another day. You wake up today and tomorrow will be the same way. It's just like yesterday. It's just a different way of it might be raining. You might have somewhere to go. But it's still the same thing until you die. And a lot of people think that's it, but I don't know about that. I think that we're so much more than what we think and feel that we are. I think we're consciousness, free will beings. Anyway, hang in there, guys. I know a lot of guys are still out there trying to find a job, or if they have a job, it sucks or whatever, and don't pay enough and living with their parents. I know what's going on. I know how you can't say anything about it without people getting rowdy about it. I know that there's been slavery and misery all throughout history. I know that you can talk about all this stuff until you're blue in the face and it still won't do much anything, but unless you try to act on it, and then, people got it set up to where you can't act on it. I just want to know I'm here with you guys. I hope everything works out as best as it can, and we're all just so much more than this. So, I'm going to go ahead and keep it going for a little while, guys. Video ain't done yet, but I'll go ahead and say what I always say at the end of every video. love you guys. I will see you guys again when time is right. It's Black Hole, and peace. Hope everything goes well. Hang in there. Yeah. You guys are free to stick around to the end of the video. I'm just gonna let it run and just hang with you guys for a little while. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. Yeah, bye-bye for now. Over and out for now. And hang in there. I love you guys. Just in case I didn't say it, like, share, subscribe. I think I already said that. I got nothing else to say for this video. See you guys later.